Side by side is reading. Okay.
Classified AD,
Uh-huh.
day shift, night shift, full-time job,
Yes.
part-time job,
Mm-hmm.
very good,
Mm-hmm.
teacher, build, driver,
Mm-hmm.
AD, ED, pen, Poland language, obituary,
Pronunciation.
translation, text,
Voters.
water.
Okay, so, okay, you understand all of this?
Yes,
Okay, you know the obituary. You searched it already.
obituary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know. Okay, yeah. You have to put their names on the newspaper so to let know people that they're died already. So some of their maybe family members or friends find out that they're already died. Okay, so you know all of this, Miss Jessica?
Yeah.
Yes, all right. So let's proceed to the next page of your book, which is page 84. So
Yeah.
this time, If I Were You. Okay, that's the title. Okay, let's do the dialogue.
내가 너라면.
Okay, okay, good. So please do letter A and I'll be doing letter A. We have to switch later.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Do you think the boss would be angry if I went home early?
Yes, I do. I think she'd be very angry.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't go home early if I were you.
I suppose you're right.
Okay, so this time if. We're gonna use if and negative I wouldn't. Okay, so this time let's do number one above there. There's a given question. So please do letter A and I'll be doing letter B. And after this, we have to switch role. Okay?
Yeah.
Alright, please, number one.
Do you think Ted would be disappointed if I missed his birthday party?
Yes, I do. I think he'd be he'd be very disappointed.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. If um I wouldn't if I would yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't miss him.
I
I
wouldn't.
I wouldn't miss his miss.
I
So,
wouldn't be.
sorry, wait. I wouldn't be missed his birthday party. I wouldn't be
I
missed.
wouldn't be. So, if I were you. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't be disappointed. Yeah.
I would be disappointed if you missed my birthday party.
Yeah.
Okay.
I suppose you're right.
Okay.
Do
Number
you,
two.
yeah. Do you think mom would be angry if I drove her new car?
Yes, I do. I think she'd be very angry.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't be driving her new car.
I wouldn't be angry.
She wouldn't be angry. Oh,
She
she would be angry. She would
if
she would be angry if I wouldn't she would be angry if I
I
were driven her new car. Driven. Yeah.
driven.
Got it. Yes, got it.
If I were
Yeah. If yes, I'm positive.
drove.
If I driven her new car, she'd be very angry.
No driven. Drove.
Oh yeah, past. Okay. All right, I'm gonna do it again. Yes, I'm positive. If I
If
if I drove her car, she
yeah. If I drove her new car.
if I drove her new car.
Yeah. I suppose you're right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
She would be angry if I drove her new car. Yeah. Oh, no, okay, I got it. Okay, number three.
Do you think the neighbors would be annoyed if I practice the drums now.
Yes, I do. I think they'd very annoyed.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't be practiced.
Be annoyed.
I wouldn't be annoyed if I practice the drum. I would be annoyed. They would be annoyed if I practice drum.
They would.
Yeah, they.
Yeah. I suppose you're right.
All right, number 4.
Do you think Mrs. really would be upset if I skipped English class tomorrow?
Yes, I do. I think she'd be very upset.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't I wouldn't skip
Be
class.
upset.
I wouldn't skip class
No.
tomorrow. If I okay.
She wouldn't be
Uh
upset
she wouldn't be upset
if
if you skip class tomorrow.
I
If
suppose
you
like
yeah.
you skipped. I skipped. I skipped. Yeah.
Wait. This is not right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't drove her car. If I were you, I wouldn't drove her car. Okay. If I were you, I wouldn't skip English class tomorrow. I wouldn't skip class tomorrow if I were you. Got it. Okay. Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't skip class tomorrow if I were you. Because look at this. Do you think Mrs. Riley would be upset if I skip class tomorrow? Okay, yes, I do. I think she'd be very angry. Do you really think so? Yes, I'm positive. If I if you
If she wouldn't be upset,
no, because she's already upset.
wouldn't.
Yeah, so if you skip her class, she would be very upset.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't skip her English class if I were you.
Mm,
Okay, let's go back to
yeah.
okay. Yeah. We're doing it very wrong. Okay. Can we go back to number 1 because we didn't do it wrong. Yeah, 1, please. Mhm.
One more.
Mhm.
Do you see changing?
Yeah. No, me first. Me first. You first. Yeah, you first and I'll do the B. You do A first. Okay.
Think Ted would be disappointed if I missed his birthday party.
Yes, I do. I think he'd very be upset, disappointed.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't miss his birthday if I were you. Do you understand, Miss Jessica?
Yeah.
I wouldn't if yes, okay.
You're right.
Yes, okay. So we got it right this time. Okay, number 2, please.
Do you think mom would be angry if I drove her new car?
Yes, I do. I think she'd be very angry.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't drove her car if I were you.
Yeah.
All right, very good.
Do you think the neighbors would be annoyed if I practiced the drums now?
Yes, I do. I think they'd very be annoyed.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't play drums if I wouldn't practice drum if I were you.
I suppose you're right. Do you think Mrs. really would be upset if I skipped English class tomorrow?
Yes, I do. I think she'd be very upset if you I think she'd be very, very upset.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't skip class if I were you. I wouldn't skip English class if I were you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, number 5 first.
Hyper?
Yeah, next page. 85.
Do you?
There, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think the owners of the building would be upset if I painted the kitchen purple?
I think, yes, I do. I think they'd very upset. They'd be very upset. They'd be very
Do
upset.
you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't I wouldn't painted the kitchen purple if I were you.
Hmm. I suppose you're right. Do you think my parents would be disappointed if I dropped out of medical school?
Yes, I do. I think they'd very disappointed. They'd very be disappointed.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't drop medical school if I were you.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Number
Do you
7,
think Roy would be jealous, uh,
jealous.
jealous
Mm-hmm.
if I went out with his girlfriend?
Yes, I think, sorry. Yes, I do. I think he'd be very jealous. He'd be very jealous.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't. Well, I don't. I wouldn't go out with his girlfriend if I were you.
Mm, I suppose you're right. Do you think Dad would be mad if I borrowed his cell phone?
Yes, I do. I think he'd be very mad.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't borrow his cell phone if I were you. I wouldn't borrow his cell phone if I were you.
Do you think the voters would be upset if I raised tax?
Yes, I do. I think they'd be very upset.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. If I wouldn't raise taxes if I were you.
I suppose you're right. Do you think my parents would be unhappy if I got a haircut?
Yes, I do. I think they'd very be unhappy.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't get a haircut if I were you.
Hmm. I suppose you're right.
Okay, number 11.
Think Matt would be embarrassed if I showed his baby pictures to his girlfriend.
Yes, I do. I think he'd be very embarrassed.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't show I wouldn't show his baby picture if I were you. I wouldn't show his baby picture to his girlfriend if I were you.
I suppose you are right.
All right, this time please do letter B. I'll be doing letter A. Okay? All right, good job. Miss Jessica, number 1, please. Do you think Ted would be disappointed if I missed his birthday party?
Yes, I do. I think he'd be disappointed.
He'd be very,
Very disappointed.
yeah. Oh, do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't miss his birthday party if I were you.
Good job, Miss Jessica. You did it very well. Number 2. Do you think Mom would be angry if I drove her new car?
Yes, I do. I think her
She'd be.
she'd drive her new car.
No. Again. Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. I think
She'd.
she'd very angry.
Very good. Do you think, or do you
Very angry.
okay? Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't drive her new car if
If
I were you.
yes, that's right. It should be present tense. Okay, number 3. Do you think the neighbors would be annoyed if I practice the drums now?
Yes, I do. I think they'd be annoyed.
All right. Okay, do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't practice the drums now if I were you.
Very good. All right. I suppose you're right. Okay, number 4. Do you think Mrs. Riley would be upset if I skip English class tomorrow?
Yes, I do. I think she'd be very upset.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't. I wouldn't skip English class tomorrow if I were you.
I suppose you're right. Okay, good job. Number 5, please.
Mm, you-
Do you really think the owners of the building would be upset if I painted the kitchen purple?
Yes, I do. I think honest, they'd be upset, very upset.
Oh, do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't paint the kitchen,
Pur-
kitchen,
kitchen. Kitchen.
kitchen,
Purple.
if
If
I
I...
were you.
Oh, I suppose you're right. Okay, number 6. Do you think my parents would be disappointed if I dropped out of medical school?
Yes, I do. I think they'd be disappointed.
Or do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive.
I,
I wouldn't. I wouldn't drop out of medical school if I were you.
I suppose you're right. Okay, number 7. Do you think Roy would be jealous if I went out with his girlfriend?
Yes, I do. I think he would be jealous.
Oh, do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't go out with his girlfriend if I were you.
Oh, I suppose you were right. Okay, number 8, sorry. Do you think Dad would be mad if I borrowed his cell phone?
Yes, I do. I think mm, he'd be mad. Very mad. He'd be very mad.
Do you really think so?
Oh, yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't borrow his cell phone if I were you.
Oh, I suppose you're right. Okay, number 9. Do you think the voters would be upset if I raise taxes?
Yes, I do. I think
They'd.
they'd be upset.
Do you really think so?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't raise taxes if I were you.
Good job. Oh, I suppose you're right. Okay, very good job, Miss Jessica. Number 10. Do you really think my fans would be unhappy if I got a haircut?
Yes, yes, I do. I think they'd be very unhappy.
Yes. Oh, they'd be very unhappy. Oh, I'm supposed you're right.
Do you?
Okay.
Do you really think so?
Do you really think so? I'm sorry. Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. Mm, uh, I wouldn't get a haircut if I were you.
I suppose you're right. Okay, number 11. Do you think Matt would be embarrassed if I showed his baby pictures to his girlfriend?
Yes, I do. I think she,
He'd.
yeah,
Matt.
yeah, he'd be very embarrassed.
Oh, do you really think so?
Yes, and positive. I wouldn't show his baby pictures to his girlfriend if I were you.
All right, very good job. Okay, so would you like to do it again?
No, I understand.
Good
Okay.
job. One more?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will be doing letter A this time so you can practice the letter B. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, number 1. Do you think Ted would be disappointed if I missed his birthday party?
Yes, I do. I think he'd be disappointed, very disappointed.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't miss his birthday party if I were you.
I suppose you're right. Okay. Number 2, do you think Mom would be angry if I drove her new car?
Yes, I do. I think she'd be very angry.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't drive her new car if I were you.
I suppose you're right. Okay, number 3, do you think the neighbors would be annoyed if I practice the drums now?
Oh, yes, I do. I think they'd be very annoyed.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't practice the drums now if I were you.
Oh, I suppose you're right. Okay, number 4. Do you think Mrs. Riley would be upset if I skipped English class tomorrow?
Yes, I do. I think she'd be very upset.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't skip English class tomorrow if I were you.
I suppose you're right. Okay, number 5. Do you think the owners of the building would be upset if I painted the kitchen purple?
Yes, I do. I think uh, they'd be they'd they'd be very upset.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't paint the
Kitchen. Kitchen.
kitchen popular chicken.
Oh, don't worry. A lot of my students also use that chicken.
Yeah, kitchen popular if I were you.
Oh, do you? Oh, I think you were right. I suppose you were right. Okay, number 6. Do you think my parents would be disappointed if I dropped out of medical school?
Yes, I do. I think they'd be very disappointed.
Oh, do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. Wouldn't drop out of medical school if I were you.
Oh, I suppose you're right. Okay, number 7. Okay, do you think Roy would be jealous if I went out with his girlfriend?
Yes, I do. I think uh, uh, they'd, uh, they'd be very jealous.
He'd be very jealous.
He'd be very jealous.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't go out with his girlfriend if I were you.
I suppose you're right. Okay, number 8. Do you think Dad would be mad if I borrowed his cell phone?
Yes, I do. I think he'd be very mad.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't borrow his cell phone if I were you.
Very good, Miss. Oh, I suppose you're right. Okay, number 9. Do you think the voters would be upset if I raise taxes?
Yes, I do. I think they will be very upset.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't raise taxes if I were you.
Oh, I suppose you're right. Okay, number 10. Do you think my fans would be unhappy if I got a haircut?
Yes, I do. I think they will be very unhappy.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I wouldn't get a haircut if I were you.
Oh, I suppose you're right. Okay, last one. Do you think Matt would be embarrassed if I showed his baby pictures to his girlfriend?
Mm. Yes, I do. He will be very embarrassed.
Oh, do you really think so?
Yes, I'm positive. I the
I wouldn't.
I the
I
so
wouldn't.
I wouldn't
Mhm.
show his baby picture to his girlfriend if I were you.
I suppose you're right. Okay, very good job, Miss Jessica. Okay, do you have any question?
No questions.
Let's proceed to the next page of your book, page 86. Okay, this time tell the truth. Okay, let's do the dialogue.
I am thinking of growing a bird. What do you think?
Okay, to tell the truth, I wouldn't grow a beard if I were you.
Why do you say that?
If you grew a bird, you'd probably look very funny.
You might be right.
You might be right. Okay, let's try number one.
Yes, change this.
Okay, alright. Let's change first.
You. Hey,
Okay, I'm thinking of growing a beard. What do you think?
to tell the truth, I wouldn't grow a bird if I were you.
Why do you say that?
If you grew a bird, you'd probably look very funny.
You might be right. Okay, so let's do number one. Okay, same pattern, Miss Jessica, okay?
Yeah,
Alright. So I'll be doing letter A or you will do letter B.
yeah.
A?
You first.
Okay, alright. I'm thinking of buying a used car from Ralph Jones. What do you think?
To tell the truth, I wouldn't bought grow, grow, grow.
I wouldn't buy.
I wouldn't buy a used car from Rapidan
Uh,
if I
if
were
I
you.
were. Why do you say that?
If if you grow.
If you bought?
If you buy a used
No,
car,
buy, bought.
yeah,
So
grow,
if
grow.
uh,
So
if
if
I
you bought a used car from Lucky Jones,
you'd probably
you'd probably
spend.
spend a lot of money over repairs.
You might be right. Okay, very good job. Number two. Okay, I'm thinking of getting a dog. What do you think?
To tell the truth, I wouldn't get the dog if I were you.
Why do you say that?
If you,
If I,
if I,
yeah, if you, sorry.
if you got a dog, you'd be evicted from your apartment building.
You might be right. Okay, number three. I'm thinking of starting. I'm thinking of starting an internet company.
What is it?
What do you think?
To tell the truth, I wouldn't start an internet company if I were you.
Why do you say that?
If you studied an internet company,